Happy Super Bowl Sunday, and today's show is made possible by Manscaped. They've launched their new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Sculpt your beard to a championship level this season or off-season by using Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code CHAT over at manscaped.com/chat. Coming up on today's show, will the Indianapolis Colts hire Shane Steichen? That's the popular buzz. A new contender has emerged for the Cardinals, both, by the way, tied into Philadelphia. Could Eric Bieniemy leave the Chiefs, win or lose, as their OC? We will also have a Cam Smith interview. That is the likely first-round pick out of South Carolina. About a 4.5-minute interview. Make sure you tune in for that. And, of course, make sure you guys are subscribed so you never miss anything here on Chat Sports. Free videos multiple times per day, every day, including a new mock draft for you coming up once the Super Bowl is finished. We begin, though, in Indy with a report this morning. The Colts are targeting Eagles offensive coordinator Shane Steichen as their next head coach. The deal, of course, is not finished at this point because, he's coaching kind of a big game later today. The Colts have done a massive coaching search. They interviewed something like 14 candidates, somewhere in that range. If they do settle in the end and get a deal done, the Colts have been through that before, of course, McDaniels. The hiring of Shane Steichen would be back-to-back times they've hired the Eagles offensive coordinator as their head coach. Frank Reich, of course, the last one when McDaniels left them high and dry and burned a lot of bridges in the process. Steichen has been a multi-time OC, if we count two as multiple. Was the Chargers OC, took over as the interim, stuck around there for a year. That regime gets replaced, goes to Philly. I'm a big fan of what he's done so far. Before that, he was the Chargers quarterbacks coach, and like so many candidates this cycle, the quality control coach on offense in both Cleveland and in LA. He was one of 5, we think, give or take, finalists for that Colts head coaching job. Jeff Saturday was among them. Colts fans, I'm happy you are not hiring him for your own mental health sake. Raheem Morris was maybe the runner-up for this gig. He and Aaron Glenn, both defensive coordinators. Rich Bisaccia, also a finalist as the Packers special teams coach, but seems like, although not official, this is the way this job is trending. So, assuming it does get done, it's pen to paper, etc., grade the hire of Shane Steichen as the Colts' new head coach. I like the move. I'm not going lower than a B. I'm a big fan of what he's done both in LA and in Philadelphia. I think it's a good, smart hire for a team that will probably draft a quarterback at number 4 or maybe earlier. Grade the hire, A, B, C, D, or F. If the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Let's go to Arizona, not for the game, which is, of course, what's always been played this week, but today, I should say. But for the Cardinals coaching search, Jonathan Gannon has suddenly emerged as a real candidate for this gig, which is both shocking and surprising and all those words because he hasn't interviewed yet, as far as I can tell, with the Cardinals. Maybe they snuck it under the radar, but they'd gone through finalists, right? Brian Flores, who eventually took the Vikings job, which was a clear sign. He ain't getting this one. Mike Kafka, Lou Anarumo, the Giants and Bengals coordinators, offense and defense, were both finalists. Seems like they are still in the mix, but Arizona trying to interview Gannon, and it might end up hiring him. Maybe if the Eagles lose by 30, that ends up not going down. Who knows? But they could lose both coordinators this cycle, which would be a big blow to Philadelphia, who's already lost other coordinators and coaches in the past, and they've lost assistant GMs and whatnot there. It's been a lot of personnel losses overall, Philadelphia. So no word if Gannon is the guy. He has to interview, of course. That matters. But seems like suddenly he is a prime candidate for this Cardinals job. I thought he might get the Texans job, but they got D'Amico Ryans, which was my favorite hire of the cycle. So when it comes to the game tonight, who do you have winning? KC for the Chiefs, PHI for the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll spend some more time here on Eric Bieniemy and what could happen there. But first, today's show is made possible by Manscaped, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, the latest and greatest products from our friends over at Manscaped. Look and feel ready for the big game each and every day with the all-new, just-launched Manscaped Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Cordless trimmer, one guard, 20 different lengths. It's waterproof. You can shave and shower, knock out or get 2 birds stoned at once, as my friend likes to say. Titanium-coated T-blade. Also got beard shampoo, conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and 3 free gifts, which you can see on screen. It is the beard brush, comb, and scissors to make sure your beard is ready to impress and make the clutch play in crunch time. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code CHAT over at manscaped.com/chat. That URL, manscaped.com/chat, is in the comments section, in the description, and should automatically give you the 20% off. If not, use the promo code CHAT as well. Avoid the blitz and take your beard to the promised land this year with the brand new Manscaped Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Trust me, you guys will love it. The leaders in below the waist grooming coming above your chin, taking care of the balls of your face, I guess. Manscaped.com/chat. Let's move now to one Eric Bieniemy. The Chiefs OC has drawn significant interest from other teams. Several teams have submitted requests to interview him, along with the Colts for their head coaching job. Now, not going to get the Indy job. That's clearly something that's going to Shane Steichen. Also wasn't a finalist there in the end. If Bieniemy can have success away from Andy Reid, away from Mahomes, but mostly Reid, who I think gets a lot of the credit for, fair or not, the credit for the play calls and whatnot there, success outside of that organization could lead to a new head coaching job for Bieniemy, the one that he covets oh so badly. So 4 spots for Bieniemy as the OC. Of course, back in Kansas City, just sticks around, keeps that job, and keeps having success, I guess. The Cardinals, this is something his agent has said of like, well, depending on who they hire, he could be a candidate there. So maybe Gannon? I don't know. Maybe Lou Anarumo is an option if they hire him. I'm not sure who in mind they have. But the 2 teams to watch here, the Commanders and the Ravens. 2 teams still in the market for an OC. Bieniemy's been linked a lot to Washington. They're looking for a new OC. They got rid of, I think, scapegoated Scott Turner, but that might be an upgrade. The Ravens dumped Greg Roman. Neither team has hired their OC. I think they're waiting to see what happens with Bieniemy. So prediction time. Where do you think Eric Bieniemy will end up coaching in 2023? Get those predictions in for me in the comments section right now. Coming up next to end today's show, an exclusive interview from our Harrison Graham with South Carolina cornerback and likely first-round pick Cam Smith. Check it out.
Harrison Graham here with Chat Sports at the site of Super Bowl 57 Radio Row, ready for Sunday between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here with Cam Smith, thanks to Sacks. We'll talk about Sacks a little bit later on. Cam, tell us about your draft process so far, cornerback out of South Carolina. Where are you training to get ready for the 2023 draft?
It's been pretty good. I mean, it's been smooth. I really thought it was going to be like more hectic than it really is, but the workouts are smooth and stuff like that. I'm out at Dallas training at Exos.
So based on today's NFL, it's obviously a very pass-happy league. Are there some current quarterbacks in the NFL that you model your game after, maybe some former corners? Who are some guys in the league that you study right now that you kind of embody your game after?
Stephon Gilmore and J.C. Horn. Just coming in, them boys, just having them being able to pick their brain like almost every day and stuff like that, just being able to talk to them just about stuff in life and stuff like that. That was really big, and just seeing the success that they have, we want to be like just like them.
What do you think is the biggest strength of your game as a corner? Obviously, there's guys who like to press, guys who play cover 3 and more zone. What is a strength of yours heading into this draft, and then maybe what's something that you want to continue to work on as you get ready for this process?
Really, just I feel like my best attribute is my press game. Just being able to stay in front of receivers, mirror receivers, and I would just say the one thing I'm working on is just trying to be disciplined, just stay disciplined, keep good eyes, and just make sure that I'm not trying to be a greedy player and just play discipline.
Who's the best receiver in the SEC or I guess in college football that you went up against during your college career?
I ain't have really a lot of them, like a number 1 dudes and stuff like that, but I'd say Jalen Hyde.
Jalen Hyde out of Tennessee, always also getting ready for this draft. Are you the best corner in this draft?
Definitely.
Why?
Man, I got everything. It's not really too much you got to say. I mean, all you got to do is turn on the tape.
You heard it from the man who said you got to drop your nuts when it came to second half adjustments against Tennessee. Where did that quote come from? Did it just pop into your mind? Obviously, that was a big win for you guys late in the season. Is it just as simple as, hey, you just got to put up or shut up?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think too much about it. I mean, that's what we really did say, like, in the locker room. We just said we got to lock in, like, you know what we got to do. We just got to drop our nuts, like, lock in. So, I mean, just coming in after the game, like, that's really all it was. That's how I was thinking about, like, that we did exactly what we said that second half. We just dropped our nuts and locked in.
Drop your nuts. Perfect segue for Sax, who you are here with. Thanks to Sax for bringing Cam Smith to Radio Row. Tell us a little bit about your partnership with Sax as you get ready for the draft. Obviously, stressful time, and Sax is helping relieve that pressure a little bit.
Relieve a lot of pressure. I mean, you know, when pressure comes, you know, you're going to get the sweating. So, I mean, the dry temp technology and the Sax underwear really keeping you cool, really keeping you straight under pressure. Like, you ain't got to worry about no wet areas.
Tennessee could have used some sacks when you guys upset them earlier in the season.
Definitely.
A couple more. I did want to ask you about your college quarterback, Spencer Rattler, who a couple of years ago was a very highly touted potential #1 overall pick. He transfers to South Carolina. Bit of a slow start to the year, but then had a huge game against Tennessee. I'll get the big win over Clemson as well. Strong, bold performance by him also. Do you think he could be a first-round pick next year if he puts together a strong season in 2023?
Well, he definitely can. He can be the #1 off the board. Like, and that's just how Spence is. Spence is that. Like, he can make every throw, any read that you need him to make. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, he can do it.
What's the challenge of going up against him in practice?
It's really just trying to stay. Really, don't think he's going to underthrow or overthrow a ball or put the ball in the wrong spot, because you'll have one quarterback that will do the same exact thing on the same exact route, but with him, he'll fit it in a spot that most quarterbacks can't fit it in.
Have you talked to any teams during the draft process yet, or does that start at the NFL Combine?
I think it'll start at NFL Combine. I have heard from him.
You will be at the Combine, though?
Yeah.
Cam Smith, quarterback out of South Carolina. Any messages you want to send to any teams out there looking for a corner, potentially picking in round 1?
You're going to get the best dude out here with me, regardless of the fact. Just take the tape.
You heard it there, Cam Smith, the South Carolina corner, the man who said drop your nuts when it came to halftime adjustments. Cam, appreciate you for joining us today.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.